What's up, guys? Welcome back to BRB Auto Vlogs. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. In today's video, you see the title, you see the thumbnail. Boom, we are debadging my new truck. So let's get to it. So there's three things you're gonna need to do this. One, definitely want some, I use fishing line personally. It's just to help lift off the badges. Some people use like plastic razor blades and whatnot. I don't know. I feel like the fishing line is the safest way to do it. That's just how I do it personally. Then we use Goo Gone. Boom, gotta have this. This is what's gonna get all of the adhesive that's holding on the badge. That's what's gonna help to get it off this Goo Gone Pro Power. Look, literally says adhesive remover. Anyway, and then last, a good heat gun. This is a Milwaukee heat gun. It works great. We've had it for a long time. So there's a low setting. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's a low setting, which is up there, off, and then high. We're gonna use it on low because we do not want to heat up the paint and cause it to bubble or anything like that. We're just simply trying to heat up the adhesive enough to where we can get behind it with the fishing line and remove it. So we're on the LT badge. So you're just gonna wave it back and forth on low heat over the badge like this until you start to feel the badge warm up. Every so often you wanna put the gun down, turn it off, and touch the badge just to see how warm it's getting. Because we're just trying to get it warm enough to where the adhesive behind it heats up and it's easy to remove them. Once you feel that it is warm enough, I'm gonna put on some gloves. Just because that fishing line, after a while of trying to debadge the truck, it does start to like cut through your fingers a little bit. Like you'll start to get pain in your fingers from trying to hold such a small thing. So I'm gonna put on some gloves, and then we're gonna go ahead and take off these first two badges. Boom, we're back. Your boy now has gloves on, and we got our fishing line right here ready to go. So all you're gonna do is gently push behind the letter, and you shouldn't have to put much force into it. If you had to put a lot of force into it, then you need to let the heat gun do its job and go back to the heat gun. As you can see, it's sliding behind here like butter. I'm applying very minimal force. And boom, we started the debadging process. The first letter is off. I know this thing is probably piping hot, but luckily I have these gloves on so I can't feel it. And then this is where the Goo Gone comes into play, because you see we still have adhesive that was left on the truck. So this is when you're gonna hit it with that Goo Gone and try and get the rest of the adhesive off. Now I think I personally could probably roll this up and just get it off with my hand, as you can see. But don't dig your nail into it. If you have to dig your nail into it, then use Goo Gone. Because the goal here is to remove this without scratching your paint. And you want to make sure you have your glove off whenever you're touching it, because obviously the glove is gonna numb it a bit, so you're not really gonna know whenever the emblem is hot and ready to come off. So right now it's hot. So we're gonna go ahead and pull off this L. Grab your fishing line. Remember, it should slide just like butter. You should just place it behind there and barely have to pull. Look at how easy this is. It's literally just falling off. Look at that. That is so satisfying. Boom. Now we got our L and our T off. So now we're going to go back with the Goo Gone. So the black adhesive, depending on how new your car, that's going to determine how hard or how easy it is to get it off. So this truck is a 2013, so it's about 7 years old. So the black adhesive has been on here for a while, but luckily it all just peeled off. So now in my hand, I have all the adhesive from the L. And then you just roll this up. Look, I'm not using my nails. We're not using the nails. You just want to use the side of your hand or whatnot to try and roll up the black adhesive and get it off. And then all this extra dirt that you have here, that is what you're gonna go ahead and hit with the Goo Gone. So let me get you guys a little closer so you can see what I'm talking about. As you can see right along the perimeter, there's still this little white stuff from the badge and emblem. You're gonna go ahead and hit that with the Goo Gone. So once I finish rolling up this black piece right here, that's exactly what we're gonna do. Alrighty, so before you apply the Goo Gone, you wanna make sure you have some kind of rag to wipe it off with. I personally use microfibers for everything. Hit it with a few squirts of Goo Gone. And this isn't like instant. It's not just gonna go on and wipe right back off. You're gonna let it go ahead and soak in for a little while. Give it like a minute or two to just penetrate the adhesive. Alrighty, so it's been a few minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and just wipe. So obviously it's not perfect. We're gonna have to go ahead and hit it again with some more Goo Gone. You can kind of see, I don't know if that's how well that's coming up on camera, the outline of where the LT used to be, but that's just because there's still some adhesive on there. So we're gonna go ahead and hit it with another few squirts of Goo Gone. Let that soak in a little bit. Boom, look at that. Just like that. Doesn't even look like there was ever an LT there. So now we're gonna go ahead and move on to the bow tie. Same steps. We're gonna go ahead, start with the heat gun on low, back and forth slowly over the emblem. Every so often you're gonna check it with your hand. Remove it with the fishing line. Should be as easy as butter. If not, pull out the fishing line and apply more heat. Alrighty guys, we finally finished getting the black adhesive off. As you can see, it has left quite the ugly dirt slash adhesive surrounding around the bow tie. All you need, some Goo Gone. Just gonna go ahead, spray it over the whole thing. Alrighty guys, just like that, we're back. We got that Silverado cleaned up. Everything's off there, it's nice and debadged. So now we just have to actually wash the tailgate, because you don't let that Goo Gone sit on your paint for too long, just because it's not good for it. It takes off wax and stuff like that. So we're gonna go ahead and get that off, and then we're gonna apply some seal and shine, and then she'll be good to go. Alrighty guys, we're back. We put that little coat of wax on there. Looks beautiful. Look, you can't even tell the badges were ever on this truck. It looks great. But this is where I'm gonna wrap up today's video. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you liked the video, make sure to drop a comment as well as the like and subscribe. We'll see you guys next time.